So welcome to another episode of The Set. I'm Shine, and you know how we do it. Every time we do what we do, kick it with good vibes, good conversation with good people. And today, got one of my favorite people, my cousin, my stinker butt, Kandice. We're gonna tell y'all about our flavor of the day from No Shade Lemonade. It is strawberry lemonade, so we're gonna take a sip right quick, Kandice, and tell us what you think about strawberry lemonade. Yeah, it's good.
Real good.
Real good. Real good. So check out No Shade Lemonade. The flavor of the day is strawberry lemonade. Check them out. We're gonna put that information on the bottom of the screen. You can order it, support my people. And first things first, mental health check-in.
Okay.
How are you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, on a scale from 1 to 10?
Okay. So I'm not gonna remember all four.
Mentally.
Right, okay, mentally.
1 to 10.
1 to 10, 10 being like really, really bad.
No, 10 is the best, the greatest.
Mentally, I'm at a good. Okay, seriously, I was at a 5 when you called me, and then I dropped down to a 3 when I got here. But then no shade. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm at a good 9.
Good 9.
I'm gonna do 9.
Come on, no shade. No shade is a mood elevator. Come on now. Get
Okay.
into it.
What else we got? Emotionally?
Emotionally.
Emotionally, I'm gonna get 7. I'll say 7.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
I'll say
real
7.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
physically.
Ooh. 10. 10.
How are you spiritually?
10.
10.
10.
Hey.
That one was easy.
10.
That one was easy.
Okay.
10.
Okay, how am I doing? Mentally, I'm at about a. Ooh.
It's the weekend now.
It's the weekend, yeah, but it's Saturday, baby. I gotta work tomorrow. Mentally, I'm at about a strong 7.
Okay.
Strong 7.
Okay.
Mentally, emotionally, I'm at about a 7, cause you know this new for me, so I still got little butterflies and stuff. But I mean, about a 7. Physically, I'm around an 8. Yeah, about an 8 physically. I feel pretty good right now. And spiritually, at an 8, like an 8, 8.5. Cause I feel like it's always room for improvement. So
okay. Alright.
that's why I'm like 10, but no, 8.
Well, I only stayed
I
at
can
10
grow.
because that was just your scale.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dang.
Alright.
Okay. So next, we're gonna kind of get into the actual conversation. The reason why we're here, we wanna, know each other better. Talk like real talk. You know how we talk, how we do.
So you're trying to prep me up because you already know. For one, I don't do podcasts, but for 2, I don't even know what those cards are. I tried so hard to get my questions pre-asked so I can know.
We don't do a screening process over here.
Cause her cards
it's about
be on
spontaneity.
something else, and I am not the person to put any of my business out. I'm just not. I would talk to her. And I just met somebody else tonight. I talked to him. And if I keep drinking no shade, I'm talking to all y'all. To be honest. Shout out to them.
No shade lemonade.
Okay.
And it's regular no shade lemonade.
So, long story short, these cards are terrifying. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of.
You've never even seen the cards. You don't even know what's finna happen.
But I just like to know what I'm finna. Okay.
We don't know.
I'm
so
gonna be a
just
big
pick
girl.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on.
I like the middle.
So you got it? Okay, read it and then we're gonna answer it.
Level 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What did it say? Come on.
I'm sorry. I want to shuffle. Okay, my card says, do you believe everyone has a calling? If so, do you think I found mine?
Me, as in me, do you think I found mine? We're gonna answer it, so you're like, I'm gonna answer that as well.
Okay, so Yeah, I'm having to because I don't want to. I've never thought about that. Do I? Yes, I believe everybody has a calling. I believe everybody is supposed to do something at whatever capacity it may be. If so, do I believe you found yours? First thing on my to-do list is hell if I know, but I mean, how am I supposed to know what you found? I'm still looking for mine. But on a more realistic tip, you guys, yes, everybody has a calling, and it's up to an individual person to figure out what their calling is. I've known some people say, well, I feel like I was called to do A, and when I see A, I'm like, nah, you must have been listening that day. That ain't.
You picked up the wrong call. You should have hit decline.
You should have shuffled that deck a little bit better. You weren't paying attention.
It was a scammer.
So it's like, almost like if you think about the military to an extent, where you have to go get your orders. So a lot of times, a lot of people don't realize that if you feel like you are called to do something, you have to go get your orders, not come up in your head to say, oh, I'm good at this, so I think I'm called to do that. No, go get your paperwork. Go get your paperwork. Talk to God. God, I am ready. I am willing. I am able. What is it that you have for me to do? But a lot of times people self-diagnose, self-heal, all this good jazz, and sometimes you do need a good therapist, a good doctor, a good advisor, somebody that kind of guide you to what they already have laid out for you. So I think everybody has a calling, but and I don't know yours, but I don't know if you found it. I don't know if you're still looking for it. I can't tell.
Based off of what you know about me, do you feel like I'm doing the work that I'm doing is like work that suits me, or like, oh, like that's a good fit for her?
Oh, okay. I've been wanting to do this for you for a long time. So yeah.
Ooh.
It's a good card.
Kandice,
I don't know what you was asking me. You said calling, and I'm like I don't know what you
like.
Good
Do
at.
you feel like I'm living and working in purpose?
No, I mean yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I feel like you're working in purpose, but from what I've known with you and from working with you and dealing with the different dynamics that you go through, my issue with you. My issue has always been you have this drive that only you control. It's crazy.
No, go.
But you have this drive that only you control. So that means, okay, like this fire is burning, it's very beautiful. So go back to like a traditional chimney fire with all that good jazz. The more wood you put in, the bigger the fire. With you, the more I can push, you still control how much heat you gonna give off. I know I threw a whole log or two in there, and you still doing the bare minimum of this flickering stuff that I can't stand. So it's like we get in this thing of, I know you can do it. I know you can do better. I know this is even like petty. Like this is something you can do in your sleep, but to you, not doing it. No, this is it. I got enough. Baby, you can do so much more outside of this, because you can look at somebody's vision and not even make it your own. You look at it and you say, I can work with this. When I be trying to get you to do different things for me, I say, Shaniqua, I don't have but this. What you mean you ain't got nothing but that? And after we get each other, pissed off, you be like, don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. And then when you give me the finished product, I'll be like, nigga, why you just didn't do that in the beginning? Cause, I'm gonna go, I already know, And I'm just like, I ain't gonna ask you for nothing else. Knowing I'm gonna ask you for something else.
But, right there in that very same moment.
But it's like, to you, this is my comfort. This is my safe spot. It's like you get to the level 10 and you say, okay, I done reached 10. Okay, but do you know that's just 10 on that end? It's still 10 more on this end. But it's like you get comfortable, and I just be like, no, you can do so much more. It's just, like I say, I can put so much wood into you, and you'll say, I'm still finna flicker. It's like a darn lighter that you just won't get the light until you want the light. You done shook it, and that's the thing. I think you have reached your purpose. But I think your calling is so much greater outside the scope. So with you doing this podcast and with you doing these other media outlets and adventures, it's like a person is able to see you from behind the screen, from behind the computer, from behind your comfort zone. So I think you're doing a heck of a job. But it can be better.
It can be better.
Always, like you say, it's room for
improvement. Yeah. Dang, Kandice. I like that.
You're welcome.
I believe everybody has a calling. I believe, like you say, I believe that everybody on this earth has a purpose to fulfill. Like, God gave everybody instructions before he dispatched them from heaven. And while we on this earth, in this life, we basically are trying to put together the pieces to the instruction. And if we locked in with him, then he'll speak to us and show us and give us direction on how to achieve that purpose. I was talking to my Bible study class that said, shout out to people on the set when they said 7:30, join us on Zoom, ages 18 to 25. I was telling them how when you're in a conversation with somebody, the closer that you are to them, the clearer you can hear them.
Okay.
But if I lean back and distance myself further away from you, it's like you can be telling me, go this way, no, go that way, do this, or don't do this, and because we here, I can hear you, but the further away I get, it's like, don't do this, don't do this, then do, and all I'm hearing, I'm only getting a portion of the message. You see what I'm saying? It's like
right.
I'm only getting part of it.
Right.
So I feel like the things with the calling or whatever, yeah, everybody got a calling, but it's like, you gonna answer it. What you mean when you answer? Because like you said, people be like, oh, I was called to do this. And no, you weren't. Because you doing a piss poor job. Clearly. We all can see it. Why you can't see it is beyond me. Picked up the wrong call. Or you like this, and you only getting a portion of the message that he's sending to you. So, yeah. Now, for you just like me, Kandice. Because, let me tell you.
You gotta take that bass out your voice before you explain. Cause like you was talking all sweet and I was following too. You just like me, kid. Okay, come on. This is my ice couch. Talk sweet to me.
You do the same thing, but in a different arena. When I'm doing what I do it in the office. In your other job, outside of the job that we work on together, I be like, oh, Kandice, I like this. Oh, Kandice, I like that. No, because I don't like that. Don't tell nobody else that I did this for you. Because I ain't doing it no more. Matter of fact, I ain't doing it for you no more. Then I have to be real sweet to you. Like 2 months later, I have to come back around, y'all. I'll be like, Kandice. She like when you talk salty.
It do something to me. Make me
you
want
like my voice that turn you on?
Make me want to do it. Made me want to do it. And she know how to do it. I mean, when she talks to me hard, I be like, no, not doing it. But she say, Kandice. I be like, huh?
Kandice, you know people already got questions about me. Don't do that.
I got answers.
Don't do that.
I got answers. I had questions, but I got answers. Okay, come on, baby.
I be like Kandice. And then she softened up, but it's the same thing. But as far as like your calling, yeah, do I feel like you found yours? Yeah, I do. It's just, I feel like you got a lot going on. I feel like you could be more focused if you didn't have so much extracurricular activity going on. But outside of that, yeah, like I just like that about you. Like I feel like our group at work, it works so well because everybody got they lane and everybody is like a master in their lane. Okay. And when everybody comes together, it just makes the whole thing work. Like it ain't but a handful of us, but like everybody is like a peak from in their area. For instance, like oh my gosh, y'all, I had a time last summer. My strong suit is not administration and organization. I am I'm a visionary and I'm a vision implementer. Like I'm great at execution, I'm great at creating and just being a person with the vision. But this girl, like, she do that administrative part, like, okay, make it all make sense on paper. Cause me, I just get out there, I'm going 100 miles an hour, get out my way. This is what I want to do, this how we gonna do it, and it's gonna be bomb. Kandice like, well, yeah, but this, you need to put this on paper, and then, like, she creates, like, the structure for it. Cause how I come with it ain't really no structure to it. It's just like, bro, this is what I want to do. And then you have to have somebody that be like, well, okay, this is how we gonna make it look, presume to make everybody else understand what you want to do. Crazy tell. So that's what Kandice does, and what you added to our organization is like, just like structure, like the paperwork side, because I hate paperwork. Last summer, this girl, we had a group of college kids that came and worked with us during the summer. We got a tape on with like thousands of tapes.
Thousands.
Kandice had these folks, and ooh, they was so upset. Got these kids up there and got my whole area upstairs, our whole archive organized. They got binders, papers, sheet protectors. Me, they been still sitting up there to this day.
Because then it'll be, oh, I can't do this because I can't find this. I don't know where this at. I don't know where this at. So for me, I feel like, you know, what is it? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Mm-hmm. So it's like you have to work in a clean environment to be able to, you know, as ASU have this thing, the slogan of reach your full potential. Mm-hmm. So you have to be mindful of where you work and how you keep house to be able to, you know, there's no way you can clean dirt in dirt. That's just not possible. So it's like, you know, coming on. But this is a tricky question for me, and I had a question for you. It says, how do you know if I found mine? So when a person says that they found their calling, is it safe to put a label on what that calling is? Or is it safe to say, I think this is your calling, without just giving it a defined label?
I think it takes somebody with everybody can't. Some people are like, I feel like God has gifted them in a way to identify the purpose of others, and a lot of times that's why I feel like it's very important to have the Bible says it's safety in a multitude of counsel, wise counsel. You have to have wise counsel. Like, you gotta have people that know more than you. Who, for me, I need people that hear God clearly. Like, I need a covering. It was a debate going on a few months ago about our coverings, biblical, and all this other stuff. I need a spiritual covering, because you just out here, and by cover I mean like accountability. Somebody that is wiser than you, that you are accountable to, and that person and you both are accountable to God ultimately. But you just out here on your own, just doing stuff with no kind of checks and balances, you gonna be in a mess. And that's what a lot of people are, because it's it's the culture that we live in society, where everybody, like, the actual truth is mattering less and less on a global scale. And it's like, whatever you believe, oh, that's what you believe, then that can be true. No, everybody, no. That's why the world is such a mess now, because it's like, well, whatever you think, that's what reality is, and it's like everybody else got to go along with it. No, you look crazy out here doing that, whatever it is that you're saying is your calling. And everybody be like, oh, well, God led me. He ain't, because you back here. So yeah, he's trying to lead you, but you can't even hear or see him good, because you all the way back here, and you got astigmatism in one of your eyes. So you can't see this. You can't even see him for real.
And that's why
you can't even see it.
That's why I'm asking, because I've seen it and I've experienced to an extent where you be operating in a certain capacity, and to you.
Now you as in who now? Just people.
A person.
Okay.
Yeah, a person can be operating in a certain capacity, and to them it's, this is it. This is what I found. And let's just say they have a shift in job change or living environment, and then they realize, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know, so it's like, okay, what was that sense I had before? You know, was that it kind of makes you second guess, what am I really doing? If, you know, a lot of people feel like if I don't get it out the mud, it's not sincere, it's not genuine, it's not this. Okay, but if you think about the fact that it says God won't put more on you than you can bear, I always tell people if it's heavy, that's because you added something extra.
Girl, I was listening to Jackie Hill Perry. She was on this podcast and she was saying that we tend to create hearts that we weren't graced for. It's like it's a certain amount of hardship and trials and tribulations that everybody is prescribed to have in life.
Absolutely.
But where we go wrong is we construct these difficulties outside of what God graced us for, and then it's like it's so overwhelming and it's hard. But God, like, bro, I didn't even call you to do that. I didn't create this. You made this mess,
right?
And it's only hard because this is something that you put yourself in. You didn't ask for my opinion,
right?
And then I'm trying to give you the head up, and I'm giving you all the red flags. You thinking it's a damn a carnival. I'm giving you red like really, and you like, ooh, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's Christmas lights. No, fool. I'm saying don't do that.
But that's why I tell people.
And then you stressed out and you know what I'm saying, going through it mentally because you've constructed a heart that you were not graceful.
So when you're bent out of shape, when you're worn down, when you're things of that nature, if you believe that God won't put more on you than you can bear, and then you feel like this is too heavy, I always tell people you added something extra. That's not, you know, and I love that. I always have to tell people God is not a bully. I don't know, you know, and for a lot of young people, if you don't find out who God is for you, the world will create you one. And the one they're gonna create is one that you're not gonna want to talk to, you're not gonna want to deal with. You're gonna feel like you're too aggressive, this, that, and the third. So if you don't find out for yourself,
I feel like this God or this Jesus that people are creating now is super passive and agreeable, and that's not the God of the Bible. That's not the Jesus of the Bible. God is holy first and foremost, above everything. He has standards. He's got a standard. He's got a righteousness and holiness. So a lot of times that means whatever he's calling you to do or asking for you to do is going to be in direct opposition with what you are naturally inclined to do, with whatever your flesh goes along with. And I feel like this picture of this God of the world is like, just do what you want, whatever feels good, you know what I'm saying? Like, do that. But that's not realistic. Like, while God ain't no bully, he's kind and he's all these great things. He's also just, he's also holy. And if we're gonna live and we're gonna follow him, we gotta be just. We have to be holy. Now, not perfect, but to strive every day to be more like him. Have you found your calling? Do you feel like you living in purpose or walking in purpose?
I'm half and half. I'm only half and half in the sense that, so I went to school. Oh gosh, I hate telling people I went to school, but I did go to college. I graduated.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you graduated.
Graduated. Yeah, so I graduated with my psychology degree, and I just picked that one because I wasn't gonna do nothing else. So after I got that one and I got out, a long time ago, your granddad had a conversation with me. And, you know, kids back then, you don't want to lie. I just want to play and grow, get up, be grown. I don't know what you're talking about. But it kind of stuck with me, the conversation that he had, and told me that, you know, God had in store for me. I'm like, nah, not me. But your granddad had wisdom beyond wisdom. So, fast forward to now, you know what I do. I work at a hair salon, and then I work at the church. And I'm like, I'm 34, and I manage a cemetery. What are you doing? What are you doing? So in the beginning, I don't know if you knew, but in the beginning when I started working there and people would pass, I would cry with the families.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we go over there crying. So after the third funeral and the lady consoled me, I say, I'll be back. I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, get yourself together. It's so stupid. What you crying at? That her mama. You know? I had to have a reality check. So I go back in the office and she said, you okay? I said, you okay? Stupid. So after she left, I said, God, why am I doing this? This has nothing to do with hair. It has nothing to do with nothing. And it's just like, I don't know if anybody ever had the conversation with it, but he didn't answer me then. He said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to myself almost because he didn't answer me. Yeah, he answered me. But he didn't answer me that day, so over time since I've been working there, I'm in the ministry with you and in the department I've been working in, I am able to meet like the heart and soul of people at their weakest moments, and I'm able to encourage them and give them support and let them know that, you know, the traditional castor cares on him. He's a way maker, he's a comforter, he's a mom and dad when you don't have one. So it's like I'm able to operate in this sense of, with the psychology degree from Albany State and just general experience with these people, I'm able to kind of give them console, give them peace, and to be that last line of, I'm going to make sure your loved one is at, I don't know, it's like I'm able to pour into them at their lowest moments. So to me, y'all know I'm shy. For those that don't know, I am so shy. I'm not no more. She ain't shy no more. Like Lil Wayne. But yeah, so I feel like I'm operating, but I know it could be so much more. So when you said something earlier about, you know, really checking in with God, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fearful of that. I haven't taken time to say, God, I'm ready to accept the calling. It's like I saw it on his desk and I was like, nah, I ain't worried about that. Nah, them terms and conditions ain't gonna work for me. So I've seen it. I know what he has in store. I know what he wants from me. But just to say, I've just 100% accepted it. You know, it's that day old traditional thing. How much I gotta give up to do this? Yeah. Because I don't want to have. What's it? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that and still do me. Yeah. I just want to be able to do that completely. And you know, I can't necessarily say I'm there yet.
You can't do it. Yeah. It is. It's a like. It's a. That's the lady was. It wasn't not to say the lady. I'm talking about my aunties. They call her the lady. She was preaching, I think the first part of this year, or at some point this year, like in college, what it calls. And the thing is, like, he don't let us see the fine print. It's like he be like, it's this right here. See, I'm coming. It's like this right here.
That's what it
and
felt
like this
like.
is what this how it was for me. It's like, okay, this is what I got for you, and it's like I don't tell you about the middle. It's like you got the beginning, and then this is what the end result gonna look like. You don't know.
Okay, so
you don't know, but then it's like I feel like God is a smooth operator in the sense of it's like, you know how we do that thing. We be like when you when you in the moment, right? And you in the moment, you be saying stuff you would not normally be like, yeah, it's yours, everything, whatever you want. Whatever you want. And God gives you in the moment and you be like, you know what? Yeah. Have it all. Whatever.
No, I'm glad you said that. Because I was at the altar one day and I was crying my heart out. I don't care. For this, I was crying, I was slobbing. I had shouted, I was over there under the pew. I got home. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna do that. You just caught me at the wrong moment. I mean the right moment. I ain't finna do that.
I'm not in my right mind.
I got plans this weekend. Yeah,
it did not include this.
For what? It went, and I be so ashamed. So then when Officer Carl come back around, I be like, I ain't going up there. So then it's like you have to beckon people to come, but it's like in your head, last time I don't want to lie to him. No. So I would rather just stay here until I'm ready. But
you'll never be ready. You'll never be ready.
You'll never.
That's what I learned. I'll never be ready. Not in my power. Not in my strength.
You'll never be ready.
That's what I had to learn. I just like, okay, because I tried that. And that shit is like, it got to a point of like, do it like you finna do it my way, or you gonna crash out.
Okay, so take that notion.
It's like, I'm like,
so
I don't know.
You're not. You say,
but it's only so long you can kick it. You can't do that forever. And then my thing is, okay, do I want to be separated? Because at a point it's like, okay, my spirit ain't gonna strive with you forever. Eventually, it's like I'm gonna leave you alone and just let you do what you want to do anyway. But know what you choosing when you choose that.
Okay, so take what you just said. You ever looked in your room or looked in your car for something that you know is there, but you cannot find it, but you know it's there because that's the last time you saw it? That's how it is when it comes to God. And like you said, that separation. You know He's there, but when you really need Him, it's like, I don't know how to really, I don't know how to address it. I don't know how to get to Him. So I tell a lot of people, you can be outside all day long, but when I was growing up, when the street lights came on, you had to go home. Now a lot of people don't make it in with the street lights, so I'm talking about life and death at this point. So when it comes to the calling and things of that nature, I be like, God, can you just give me 1 more year, 6 more months? And he be like, no, I give you nothing else. So I remember one time I called him, God, and he didn't say nothing. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I don't hear him. And I say, I almost said, you hear me? So one day, God had an older lady told me, I start waking up at night, and she say, if you wake up at night, talk to God. I say, for what? Usually I gotta pee. I ain't trying to have no conversation. But it is what it is. So I did the whole Samuel thing. I said, yes, Lord, it's what is it? Talk to me. So when he would want to talk, the stuff he wanted to talk about, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. It's like, your mama be trying to have a bond with you, but she be want to talk about stuff that you just wait.
In my business. Don't worry about
you just wait. So with God, to me, I don't know if y'all ever read it, but Jonah and the whale. I actually just read it here recently, and for the longest, I thought Jonah and the whale was about a freaking fish. Like I thought that was the gist of Jonah. Nah. Jonah was the type of nigga that would be like, I told you I didn't want to go tell them people, cause I knew you were gonna have mercy on them. I'm just like, Jonah, you can't tell God that He can't have mercy on who He want to have mercy on. But that was Jonah. He had an issue. Yeah, I ran because I knew the minute I told them folks that I knew you gonna see fit to have mercy. But God was like, who are you to tell me what I do?
Exactly.
Who are you to?
Because I had mercy on you by letting that freaking fish spit you up.
He was like, who are you to tell me that?
How soon do we forget?
So
how much we need grace.
It goes back to different situations, and that particular story was, John was like, you should have just told them that you was gonna forget them all the time, type situation. But whatever the situation was, I had asked God something here recently, and He literally told me, if I tell you what I had in store for you, would it help? Your calling. A lot of times, if God was to come down and say you're gonna be a prophet one day, no, I'm not. I can tell you now, I cuss like a sailor. No way I'm finna get up there and be no prophet, So it's easier to just let you operate in your calling, for you to realize, I like this. I like where I'm going. Wait, God, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? It's like a news flash almost. That's just telling us. Not all of us. Some people do just be like, here am I, send me out, go type situation. But for the most
people,
of us,
I'm leery of those type of people because I don't. We gotta wrap it up in a minute, but I'm leery of people who. And maybe I should not. Yeah, we out here now.
Oh.
We out here now.
Oh.
Because I feel like it's a tough road to travel, and not leery of people who like easily submit, but like I've heard of people like, oh, this is what I always wanted to do, like be a preacher or be like somebody in ministry, and it's like, oh my God, I always wanted to do that. Why?
I was just about to say, why?
And that's what I'm saying, because like I've seen it, like other people live it out, and it's hard, and it's lonely, and it sucks. and to hear somebody, and then I know like on my personal journey.
Okay.
And to hear somebody like, ooh, I always wanted to do this. Like, who would want this? Who really in their right mind would be like, ooh, yeah, I can't wait. I just always wanted to be a preacher. I just always wanted it. And I'm like, who would want it? And that's why I say like it made me nervous, because I'm like, okay, not saying that it's not possible to have that natural desire, but it's just knowing what I know and seeing what I've seen, like the behind the scenes, when the lights go off, when the cameras turn off, and you really gotta, the Monday after Sunday, the Thursday after Wednesday, when you really gotta live it. Like what? Like why are you doing this? Like is it why? Cause we all born in sin, and ain't nobody born saved, and your flesh is constantly at odds with the spirit. So I feel like it's an ulterior motive. Not saying everybody like that. I'm just saying it just, for me, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know. Everybody different though.
Well, you said something earlier before you go about the sacrifice. It's a sacrifice beyond your wildest dreams. Not like blood sacrifice, you kill yourself type situation, but it's a sacrifice. And it was a conversation on Facebook. Shout out to Dimitri. He had a question that was posted on Facebook, and it was like, can you do both? Can you do you and still worship and still do these things or whatever? And it was something he said is like, you can do both, but you'll never just be able to operate in your full capacity or your full potential. Mm-hmm. Basically straddling the fence. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have to give up one of them. You can't do both. You can't serve heaven and hell. You're gonna have to, after a while, one gonna override the other one is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. After a while. If you can't pull it, it's gonna pull you type situation. So that's why I always try to be equally yoked in everything you do, and I always use God as a guide in everything, not just those things that, and I tell people when I go out, when I do different things, if I can't take God, I'm not going. I'm not going. There are plenty of situations I've been out, and God be like, all right, that's your last one, I need you to go home. Why? I just got here. It's not even 12 yet. Fine. And then everybody be like, oh, you're so lame, you're going home. It's okay. It's alright. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you inviting me to your wonderful podcast. Girl. I think at this point I could come back as long as I get some no shade. Y'all, please go get y'all some no shade.
Get some no shade. The flavor of the day, strawberry lemonade. Everybody see strawberry lemonade. Y'all better come get one of these. So good. No shade lemonade. So good.
Phantom.
Yeah, try the Phantom too.
Oh, you can advertise that?
Yeah, we're gonna advertise everything. Yeah, we have some of the Phantom and some strawberry lemonade. Real good. So, any final comments? I think this was good. I think this was productive. How do you feel?
I feel really good. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all those good questions you asked me.
Yeah.
I did not think that I was going to do this. I did not. I bucked it. Oh, God, you can ask the cameraman. I just don't want to participate. But when you get to really sit down and, y'all, this setup is nice.
It's nice, right?
Setup is nice. So she makes you real chill with the no shade and this couch. And you just go pour your heart out. So yeah, I like the questions. I want to answer another one next time I'm coming. Am I coming back?
Yes, Kandice, you can come back.
Oh, okay. Just us two. Ain't no room on this couch.
No. We gonna need a section.
No more room on this couch. But okay.
So, guys, this was another episode of The Set. Thank y'all for tuning in, watching this. Don't forget to like it, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn the bell, click the bell, and turn on the notifications so you get notified every time a new episode is uploaded. Thank y'all for taking this journey with me. Thank you, Kandice.
Oh, you're welcome.
For being here with me tonight and, talking and sharing.
You're doing that thing
with the people.
Yeah, don't talk to me like that.
So, thank y'all. Tune in next week for another episode of The Set. I'm Shine. We out.